Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here today with President and CEO Brian Fowler of Northstar Gold Corp. Brian, welcome to the interview.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here, Greg.
Yeah, we got a lot of good feedback from the MIF show and Metals Investor Forum over the weekend, and we always do these follow-up interviews with those that were on my panel, and grateful that you were there. You're an exciting situation for anybody who's listening. If you don't know the Northstar story, hopefully you'll get a good idea why I'm excited about it. First of all, I just wanted to talk about why gold is going higher. This is the right time to be involved with a gold company. And in this case, it's a gold exploration company that has high prospects, high potential. And that's what we like. In this case, I think gold is going to move several reasons real quick. The inflation now is going to hit. It's been tame up to this point, but now as it hits, the government is going to be forced to raise interest rates. They're not going to be able to do so very much. And this is really going to cause a problem for them. That is going to push investors towards gold. And that should get our market going, not just send gold to a new all-time high, but it should get our gold mining stocks going. With that being said, Brian, why don't you go into updating investors on where you're at right now? You had a robust year of exploration this past year. Why don't you update us on what's happened and where you're going for 2022?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Greg. Yeah, 2021 was a very busy year for us. We had two drill programs, drilled 22 holes and 4,500 meters on the Miller Gold property in two separate campaigns. We also undertook a fairly extensive surface stripping, mapping, and sampling program on the Miller property, which is just so for clarity, it's 18 kilometers southeast of Macassa, Kirkland Lake Gold's Macassa mine in the Kirkland camp. Just the last 2 weeks, we had a couple news releases. First, documenting results of our surface stripping program. We're very pleased to report surface grades of up to 14.8 grams per ton over 7 meters in a new zone just southeast of our bulk tonnage allied cyanide gold zone. This effectively increases the size of 130 meters to the southeast. We also received very encouraging surface results from the E zone, which is quartz stockwork, quartz carbonate, sulfide stockwork in volcanics 400 meters to the west, where we got a couple lines of 1 gram over 10 meters, 0.9 grams over 9 meters. We put a couple shallow holes in that zone. We were so encouraged by it, and we're anxiously awaiting results. And then just last week, we announced the results from the first 3 holes of our phase 2 program, which were step-out holes on the allied cyanide bulk tonnage gold zone, stepping out primarily from a hole stellar hole that we received and we drilled in May that returned 6.6 grams per ton over 117 meters. So we're very pleased with that. And with the second phase, we drilled, put 6 holes on the allied cyanide and got results of the first 3, which were incremental step outs to the north to a total of 180 meters north of the allied. And we're very pleased to report broad intercepts up to 80 meters of 0.9 grams per ton gold. So that shows that this zone is still robust. The grade is very similar in all 3 holes. It's not as stellar as the 6.6 grams, but it still shows that the zone is there. And in addition to that, these holes intersected 2 narrow or high-grade quartz or gold telluride copper veins, which were a very nice surprise. And these appear to be high angle and may reflect deeper seated feeder structures to the mineralizing system, where we got like 9 grams gold and 1% copper. So we're very pleased with the results. We've got we're still Got 3 more holes to report when assays are available for the Allied. In addition, we drilled a number of holes on the historic number 1 vein, twinning some historic resource holes to try to ultimately upgrade that resource. And as I mentioned, we drilled a couple holes on the E zone. So very exciting times, and yeah, we're really encouraged by our results so far.
Yeah, we have. It seems to me, we've got multiple discovery zones that we're, continuing. We're our blue sky exploration potential is still expanding, right? And at some point, you're going to make a decision on delineation drilling, as far as look at all these discovery zones we have, which one looks the best to start, doing more infill drilling and starting to build like a resource calculation. So far, what are your thoughts? What's the most promising to date at this point?
Well, by far right now, the Allied cyanide bulk tonnage gold zone seems to be the key, and it certainly warrants additional extensional step out drilling, even without the forthcoming results. So just this program itself is double the size of this Allied cyanide gold zone. It's now got a surface signature of 350 meters by 200 meters, and it's wide open, Greg, along the strike to the north, to the south. The flanks as well, so it needs more step out, delineation. Well, not really delineation, but just methodic step out drilling to find out where it is and where it isn't.
Just right. That seems like that's the most exciting part of what's happening there. But in addition, I think we should, before we end here, we should really talk about the fact that Agnico Eagle, one of the big gold producers, one of the majors, is active with a buyout in your area at the Upper Beaver deposit. And to me, the similarities between that and what you're doing at Miller is a major point that needs to be mentioned. So what are your thoughts?
No, for sure. The Upper Beaver deposit, which you're referring to, is still been actively worked by Agnico. It's on the east end of the Kirkland Belt, just near the Quebec border. So it's totally in our neighborhood, and it's got reportedly a reserve 8 million tons of 5.4% or 5.4 grams per ton gold, and I believe it's percent or 0.5% copper. So, and it's intrusive hosted. It sounds very, very similar to our Allied cyanide. It's got alkaline affinity, and the mineralization is confined to vertical structures within the cyanide, or within the intrusion. Footprints about 400 meters, which is kind of where we're at now with Miller, or with the Allied. But mineralization goes down 2 kilometers. So clearly that's there's 1.4 million ounces of gold there already. So I think it's an excellent analog, and it's certainly something to aspire for. I'm really encouraged by the depth, continuity of the Upper Beaver, and we're only down 300 meters on the Allied, so we're considerably shy of that. But no, I think it's a very worthy analog, and it's certainly something to shoot for. Yeah,
at some point you might want to punch a few deeper drill holes in, once you get to that point. So like these systems go very deep, and these mines go down. These economic mines that produce, boy, they go deep. Yeah, for sure.
So, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's an exciting time. I think we're in the right place at the right time for gold exploration again. Our market comes and goes. It was a tough 2021 for the market, especially for the exploration juniors. The majors, of course, are doing well. $1,800 gold suits them just fine, and they're making money hand over fist. So they also have very deep pockets at this point to buy a discovery in an area like yours. So this is why I want investors to pay attention, because a high-grade discovery in a jurisdiction like Northstar Gold Corp has on these projects, this Miller project, is right in the sweet spot, so to speak, for a big enough discovery will definitely get the attention of the majors, and that's where we make our money.